This is one of those special messages for a special day for a special person. This is one of those messages that you individualize. It's one of those days that you individualize. It's someone that you owe so much to, and yet you can't quite find the words to express how much you love them, you owe them, you honor them, but you try to do your best. And so as I was preparing for this conversation, I kept trying to think of all the words that I could say to honor my mother. And I got some good words. I mean, I got some real good ones, and I'm quite sure you do too. But as I got to looking over the words, the list of words, I just didn't find anything that really measured up to how awesome my mother was. And so I just had to just go with what I have. And it's really what they want from us. It's not so much all the words. It's more of the love. It's more of make me proud. So this Mother's Day, I just want to start off by saying happy Mother's Day to every mother across the globe. Because we can't do you justice with our words. It's just no way possible. There's no words in the dictionary. There's no words in Google that you can find that really represents what you mean to all of us. And so I just take a stab at it and just simply say, we love you. We love you, and we pray that you feel the love. Our mothers are so giving, and it puts them in a bad position because it kind of puts them in somewhat I call bondage, if you will, because they are bound to give, and therefore it forfeits them to truly receive. Follow me. Mothers, your family, your children, your little lovely little tots, if you will, they're going to prepare a meal for you. They're going to take you out more than likely. And your job, your responsibility is to just sit there and receive. Yeah, you've given so much during the course of the year. And we can't pay you for what you mean. I mean, we can't. We can't give you for how we feel. I mean, we just can't. You know, it's a saying, you can't outgive God no matter how hard you try. Mothers, we can't outgive you no matter how hard we try. And so this day, it's your day to rest. It's your day to just receive, to reset, if you will, to rejuvenate. But mothers, you have this knack of nothing's good enough, because you realize that she's not going to make the cornbread the way you make it. No, she won't. He's not going to make the Kool-Aid the way you like it. No, he won't. Or whoever takes you out, the restaurant won't cook quite to your taste buds. It just won't be there. And that's okay. Because all you have to do is just simply rest and enjoy. All you have to do is, for this day, let someone serve you. For this day, just receive. I mean, you need to enjoy, because as soon as this day is over, it's back to you giving. I mean, you know how you give so much? You give so much. It's like an automobile, and it's running out of gas. And you know how that hand gets way over here, and that means it's empty? And you see that little yellow light come on? That yellow light means that, hey, you're about to run out of fuel. And some of us push it to the limit, and you're running off of fumes. That's how mothers are. Mothers will push it to the limit, to where they're running off of fumes. I mean, they're depleted. They're exhausted. But for you, yes, for their sons, for their daughters, I mean, for their husbands, mothers, they'll keep running that way until they're wiped out, because that's all they know how to do is to give and to keep giving. But mothers, you have to take some time out for yourself, because if you're that exhausted, you're no good to anyone. The one thing about not having proper rest, by depriving yourself, by being exhausted, you're no good for yourself or your children. what happened is you begin to get irritated. Yeah, because you're just exhausted. And it's like an alcoholic who is is at his wit's end, and he's so messed up that all he can do is talk out of his mind because he's drunk so much. We call him punch drunk. And that's what you will become. You will become punch drunk. You're so exhausted, you start cussing and fussing. You start yelling. I mean, you start just getting on everybody for anything. Everything irritates you because you've exhausted yourself. I mean, you mean well. Lord knows you mean well. And you didn't mean to get this tired, this worn out. But life kept punching at you, and it keeps punching at you. And the little rest you do get, it's not enough for what you really need. And so this day, just let us serve you. Yeah, just sit back and enjoy your family. Let them love on you. Let them caress you and hold you. You see, those are the words that we can't speak when we come and hold you and you rest in us, that we got you. See, there's a time where I call it the crossing, the roads begin to cross to where you used to hold me. Now I'm holding you. And you're probably at that crossroad about now, unless you got little ones, and it's going to take some time to get there. But most of you, some of you, if not all of you, you're at a point to where you can allow you can let your hair down. You can relax a little bit because your family, they have you. Now, they don't express it by saying it. I love you, Mom. I mean, some people just don't say that. But they love it by giving to you and always trying to take care of you. I mean, they mean well. But they never ask you, what do you want? I mean, what do you want for Mother's Day? It's always about them giving to you, trying to give what they think you want, but most people don't take the time. And really and truly, just to be honest, if they ask you what you want, you don't really tell them because you don't feel like they can really give you what you want. So you just tell them, what you think they can afford, or what you think they don't mind giving you. I'll take a dinner at a nice restaurant. But really what you want to say is, I just want someone to take these kids off my hands. I just want someone to give me a hotel room to where I have a weekend just to rest, to just have some peace of mind, where I can just enjoy me, where I can just take a bubble bath and don't have to worry about someone fighting me over the remote control, where I can just have a moment to myself. You see, that's what most mothers want for this Mother's Day. They just want some rest. Now, don't get me wrong. Everyone likes to eat, so they're okay with that. But to be honest with you, they could use some quiet time because they've given so much. And when you see your mother get noisy and she's yelling and she's talking loud, that means she's almost at her wit's end. And you know she needs some time away. And that's what we should listen to that. I've been using the statement lately here, read the room. Do you ever just read your mother? Do you ever read the room to where you can see that she's tired, she's worn out, she's irritated, and you should make space for her? Yes. Older siblings, make space for your mother. Take the younger siblings. You take care of them for a moment. Tell your mother, Mom, go get some rest. I got this. Most of us just go outside and play, going about our business. Never looking at Mom and saying, wow, she's tired. Do you realize that your mom was once 18 years old, and that 18-year-old girl is still on the inside of her? She never lets her come out. So you always make the statement, Mom, you act like you were never 18 before. She was. That pretty little girl, that beautiful young lady is down on the inside of her. But guess what she's done? She's done like the Lord done. I mean, that's what she's done. She's done like what God did. God, we're told, between the book of Malachi and Matthew, went into 400 years of silence. Your mother has done something that Egypt was caught up into with Israel. Egypt had Israel in bondage for over 400 years. Your mother has put herself in bondage, doing childbirth, doing marriage, doing raising you. She's got herself. She's got that 18-year-old inside of her in prison. That's what she's done. She's incarcerated her youth. Now, she don't look it on the outside. No, no, no. Age and childbirth and just the stress of this world has worn her down. You can see the wrinkles and you can see the frowns and you can see some of the things that's taking place with her body. It's not the same anymore on the outside. But on the inside, that 18-year-old is screaming to get out. Yeah, happy Mother's Day. I'm just talking to you. I'm here to release that 18-year-old inside of you. This is your special day. It's a day where we honor you. As a matter of fact, in the book of Exodus 20, chapter 12, the Father is telling us, honor thy father and mother. Honor your mother. This is the day that you honor her. She's been honoring you for a long time. Yes, she's kept everything inside, thinking that's what she should be doing. She's put herself in bondage, trying to make sure that she's got a good name when she comes to your school. Yeah, when she's on her husband's arm, she's got a good name for him. She's always looking out for everyone but herself. And so she's carried this good name. And don't get me wrong, that's a great thing. So she's honorable. But this 18-year-old inside of her is crying to get out of isolation, out of prison. Let's release her today. On Mother's Day, let's release the kid inside your mother. Let's let her have fun. Let her down. Mama, what do you want? It's a vacation. It's a time away. Mama, what do you need? Do you ever just ask her that? To see what she needs, what she wants. That's where we should be. Yeah, you talking about a happy Mother's Day? Oh, let's make it happy. Let's give her what she desires on this day, on this special day. I have 7 sisters, and one's deceased. I have a mother, she's deceased. I had several aunts. Some of them are deceased as well. I have all these, if you will, adopted mothers, along the way. People just pour into you, especially in my hometown. So I have so many women who poured into me over the years. And my mother taught me one thing about women, that women are beautiful. And they should be treated as such and handled as such. Beautiful. And that's the way we should treat them. Wouldn't it be nice if we taught our young boys that every young girl is going to be a mother, and she's beautiful, and she don't need to be tainted. And so she would grow up her entire life feeling beautiful on the inside, feeling beautiful on the outside. She wouldn't have to look at what color she was or how long her hair was or if she had long fingernails, if she had the right eye color. She just realized that this world treats her as beauty. And that's what every mother should feel, how beautiful you are. Yeah, you might not look like Halle Berry, but Halle Berry don't look like you on the inside. Do you realize that? You see, our mothers, I keep telling you, they are givers. And everything they've given that's pushed out things on the outside that don't look quite like it used to be, it's because the beauty is trapped on the inside. Now, the way we can help her release that, wake that beauty up, is when we do good. See, that's a happy Mother's Day. It's when my son is not in prison anymore. When my daughter's got a life on track. Yes. See, that's how you release the beauty. It's when you make her proud of you. You see that big old smile come across her face when you're doing good at school, when you're holding down a job, when you're not walking away from your responsibility as a father. That's when your mother's proud. That's when she smiles on the outside because she's smiling on the inside. Oh, there are some things that she'd like to do for herself, but more importantly, she wants her babies doing well. That gives her a sense of peace. She feels respected. Yeah, you want to make this a happy Mother's Day? Then do like Romans 20 and 12 says. Honor your mother. Yes. Not so that your days might be long, because the Bible talks about how your days will be long. And that's a beautiful thing. But honor her because she's your mother. I mean, when you look at her, her and God has so much in common. Only if Eve knew how much she already had in common with God. Eve can birth children. God birthed creation. And he said it was good. Wow. You already have something in common with God. So look at the specialness that God has brought into this world with you. God told you, I got three things for you: subdue, have dominion, multiply. Well, hold up. Here's another one, and be a helpmeet. And if you accomplish those tasks, those commands, wow, how honorable are you? See, you're on point. And now you can smile because you know you're giving your all. And here comes your husband, the provisionary, that individual who protects and provides. Wow. What else would make you more happy on Mother's Day than being honored because you're in your place and your family, your husband's in his place, and your children honor you as the Bible commands? See, what a blessed Mother's Day. That's where we want to be. I told you, I found it hard to find words to really tell my mother how much I love her. I mean, I just couldn't find the words. You can't either. It's hard to find the words. But it's easy to show the actions behind the words by hugging and loving and by being the best son that you can be, by being the best daughter you can be. Some of you are out of place. I know it. Some of you are out of place. Some of you are wayward children. But don't forget to call your mother. Oh, she's waiting up for that call. Because, see, you're out of place. You're dishonoring her as a mother. That's what you're doing. That's what she feels. She won't say it, so I'll say it for her. When you don't contact her, when you feel like you're so busy, let me tell you what you've done. All you've done is allow the enemy to come in and fracture the family. That's all you've done. You've allowed evil to peek his head in, yes, into your family dynamics. That's what you've done. And your mother, she's trying to love it out. She's trying to push it out, but giving and calling you, chasing you down. What a shame. If you're going to bless your mother to have a happy Mother's Day, this Mother's Day, let me tell you what you can do. You can make that happen by freeing her. Yes. By loosening the bondage that she's placed on herself because she's always worrying about you. Because she's always caring about you. Because she's always praying about you. You see, we put so much stress on our parents because of all the things that we're doing. And when you're not being responsible, when you're not being accountable, when you're not being mature, that falls on them. All that stress falls on them because they know something's going to happen that's not going to be good. Who loves their mother that much that you put that weight on her? All because you won't grow up. It's time to grow up. I told you, she needs to get into contact with that 18-year-old inside her so she can have some fun. But she can't have fun because you have her in bondage. You have become her Egypt if you're not careful. When are you going to free Israel? When are you going to let her be free so she can walk across the Red Sea and get away from all the bondage, from all the slavery, from all the issues, from all the stress? Yeah. You want to make this a happy Mother's Day? Then grow up. Yeah. Let your mother be well pleased with you. Let her be able to say, my good and faithful son, my good and faithful daughter, I am well pleased. That's the type of Mother's Day that we should be giving our mothers. That's the type of relief, yes, that we should be taking off the plate. I pray that you spend quality time working on you to where if you can't achieve it this Mother's Day, you can achieve it next Mother's Day. What does she really want for Mother's Day? She wants all of her babies in a good place. She wants all of her babies, yes, being successful. Make her proud. And watch her glow. Watch the 18-year-old girl inside of her just start growing and glowing on the outside of her. Her appearance just looks so much different. She has a glow about herself. I mean, her hair looks thicker and stronger. I mean, she talks with a voice that's just satisfying. It's soothing. She smiles more. Yeah, she talks more with an inspiration. She talks more with certainty. She's not beating around the bush because, see, the 18-year-old girl will speak. She has a voice on the inside. But when you're doing well, yeah, she does well. Who doesn't want their mother doing well? Give her the best Mother's Day she's ever had by you growing up and showing her. And you're thanking her for what she's done. Mama, I got this now. I appreciate you carrying with me, but now let me carry you. Happy Mother's Day.